Ashley Maldonado, and today I'll be discussing a story that my grandma had once told me whenever she had came down to North Carolina to visit. She is 64 years old and she does live in Mexico, but she did tell me a story when she came down here to visit for my mama's birthday. So this story is about how she met my grandpa and how her parents were a big influence on how she was able to even meet my grandpa and how she was raised. So back when she was younger, she said that she was 17 when she met my grandpa, that her parents did not let her do anything. She was always in the house helping cleaning, cooking. She wasn't able to go out with friends. She wasn't able to have any guy friends, and she said that she was just always locked up in the house. My grandma didn't really have much people down there. She said that the town was kind of very to itself because of all the issues that it had. It was a lot of police out. There was a lot of people that used drugs. A lot of narcotics were being sold, and it was just something that her parents didn't want her being around. But there was this one day she was taken to a party. Her parents had told her that it was a 15, and as we say in Mexico, it's a quinceañera. So she had met my grandpa at this party, and little did she know that his family was one of the people that sold drugs in that town. And she was so afraid to tell my great-grandparents about it that they had later on found out on their own. So that was kind of, in a way, very bad for my great-grandparents because they were pissed. They were so mad that they had came from that place and she didn't want her daughter going into that, being around anything like that. My great-grandpa was so mad that my grandma said that he had kicked her out of the house for one night and she had to go home to her aunt's house. But in a way, I do believe that my great-grandparents were profiling my grandpa because of where he came from and who had raised him. And that is something that we are learning in this class. We're learning about profiling, being biased, and all of that other stuff. So I was just giving a little detail of how her parents were like, how she was raised. In Mexico, we do have certain cultures and beliefs, and that also played a big factor in her life because my great-grandparents were very religious. They had certain beliefs and customs that not everybody in Mexico had. And I kind of see why they were acting like that, but at the same time, you don't want to have to profile somebody without even meeting them. Like, I believe that you should get to know someone before judging because of their skin tone, their race, how they were raised, anything like that. So I did learn today that when I was looking over our other notes from our last chapters, that my great-grandparents were profiling this person because of where they came from. And it was just so much going on. My grandma did not want to have to do anything with that family anymore because of how she was being treated about it. So she did later on in her life run away to be with my grandpa, and they are still together to this day. But my great-grandparents are honestly still not happy about it just because she disobeyed them, and it was just so much going on. But grandma did tell me this story in full, more detail. That's something I cannot share, but it was something that I wanted to give y'all a little brief about. And profiling and being biased was one of our first few chapters. And honestly, with grandma telling me this story, I kind of got more of a visualization of where our chapters were kind of at and how it does play big roles in all of this. But I do hope that y'all kind of did get a little understanding of what I was trying to say. If I didn't say it clear, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to give you that little debrief about my great-grandparents and my grandparents. and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's day.